My kids turned on their shower the other day and all they got was hot water. And this was happening on the cold setting as obviously on the hot setting. Now, this tells me the mixing valve cartridge is bad. Now I have well water and this happens a lot more often than somebody with city water. Before you start anything, make sure the water to the shower is turned off. In my case, I had to shut the whole house off. You can see it. There's a set screw that you have to remove to get this handle off. Now, I've already broken this loose. This was on there really good. Take this, thread this. I'll need to remove and save this screw because this is what the set screw holds the handle to. Make sure you close the drain or cover the drain with the rag so you don't lose any screws. There's a metal ring with 4 screws that hold the cartridge to the valve. Make sure you save these and the ring. You'll need these to install the new cartridge. And just as I thought, that cartridge is not going to pull out easily. It's on there again. So I'm going to take a small pry bar and work it in the seam where the cartridge meets the valve. There we go. There, that's pretty... My well water has a lot of iron in it. That's where all the rust is coming from. Before I install the new cartridge, I'm just going to wipe some of the rust out and the crud. I got this one at Menards. If you can't find one, I will leave a link in the description. You should also be able to find this at Lowe's or Home Depot or your Ace Hardware. Usually when you have this problem, you want to fix it pretty quickly. Now this one is not from Pfister. It's another brand that fits Pfister. The actual Pfister one is black and orange, I believe, and they did not have that one. Now this one looks like the one I pulled out, which is not an actual Pfister brand, and so I know this one will work. Now I'm just going to get these screws started and spun in a little bit with the impact, but I'm not going to use it to actually tighten it because I don't want to break the cartridge. Now before I put everything back together, I want to make sure I have the cartridge in right. Pulling it all the way down like that, it should be turning off the water. And that's what it should look like when you install it, with the key way up if you get this particular one. Now I can put everything else back together. Now I'll reinstall the escutcheon and place the hot-cold indicator in the same place it was before. Next I'll reinstall the gasket to the sleeve and thread that onto the valve. This will hold the escutcheon plate in place. You might have to move the escutcheon plate around a little bit so it fits between the sleeve and the escutcheon plate itself. You only need to hand tighten it here. You don't have to get crazy with pliers or anything. Now I'll reinstall the screw for the handle. And you don't have to tighten that super tight either. I pulled the set screw all the way out, so I'm going to get the set screw started before I actually put it onto the valve. That's just so I make sure I get it in the right place and I don't cross thread it. It's a lot easier to see while it's in your hands. And here I'm just checking that I don't push it in too far so it'll slide over the mounting screw.
Work.
Now I'll tighten the set screw and turn the water back on. And here I just turned the handle in a better position so I can reach the set screw.
Cold water. Oh, I already did it.
Oh,
Ultra hot water.